this week in details, we're going to race over to Test Track in Epcot. This building was once home to an attraction called World of Motion, and it had a logo looking a little bit like a backwards C, and you can see that logo around today's attraction still. Look for it atop the signs at the entrance area, and look for it as well in the banners nearby. Stop and look at the words in this window, and you'll find references to the theme song from World of Motion and the name of World of Motion itself. The Test Track logo, a full circle, might be on one side of these trash cans, but on the other side you'll find the World of Motion logo sitting right next to it. And you'll find that World of Motion logo again in the loading area, kind of next to where the cars themselves pull into the station on the back side of this post. The World of Motion logo is even in the ride itself. Look for it at the top of this up-ramp area, and you'll see it on both sides of the tunnel. This isn't just any future city we find here in Test Track, this is a model of Center Core. Center Core was a model back in the World of Motion times, and it's reproduced a little bit here in smaller scale. Since Test Track is all about cars, it makes sense that there's a reference to the Disney Pixar movie Cars. Turn right to go left, we're told in the movie, and here it is in Test Track as well. In the original version of Test Track, this semi-truck was quote-unquote driven by a cardboard cutout of LBJ, the president, wearing a flower shirt and leis. It's now been replaced by a mannequin, a crash test dummy mannequin, in honor of that first version of Test Track. As our car bursts outdoors, let's look at these signs. They mean things. The first one says 82, a reminder of 1982, the year when Epcot Center first opened. And there's that model city again. Remember Center Core, which was a model back in the World of Motion days. This one's perhaps the most obtuse and yet the most interesting. It says in smaller letters, Fun to be Free, which was the name of the theme song for World of Motion. The most interesting tribute on this attraction is back indoors, in that scene where we're looking at the smoke go over our cars. On the opposite wall you'll see this mural, which has got a scan kind of effect going over it. And you'll see words in the background saying things about Test Track's description. But look at those tires. It says WED Performance. WED, Walter Elias Disney, was the name of the company that was first tasked with building up Disneyland and the Disney parks. It's now known as Walt Disney Imagineering. And then there's this at the very top of that scanning diagram. You see that long URL, the internet location? If you type all that into a browser and hit enter, you'll be rewarded with a little icon of Mickey Mouse. In other words, what we see here is an internet address that is itself a hidden Mickey, a very unique hidden Mickey. It's not a hidden Mickey shape, it leads to a hidden Mickey shape.